So this group here represents a cross-section of society, and I'm a believer that there's not the 6 degrees of separation that exist in the world, and a lot of things can be accomplished by people having knowledge of it and then taking action. So how could this group be a resource to you and to Project C.U.R.E? Other than giving you one of my free warehouse buildings or something like that.
Well, I mean, just word of mouth is huge. We were talking the other day about most of our, you know, we've never advertised, and we have more projects coming over the transom right now than what we've ever had in the past. And that's why we're growing. That's why we're adding warehouses and stuff, is to go get more stuff. And the #1 place where we get our referrals is word of mouth. People come to Project C.U.R.E. and they have a great time, and they want to get the Rotary Club involved. They want to get the church involved. They start picking up the phone and calling their doctor and say, hey, that exam table, when you're done with it, I got this organization. And I think that, you know, that connectedness is a huge piece. We do some events, and we'd love to have you come out. We got an event next Friday. Come play. You know, we work hard, we play hard. The casino party that we do, that's next Friday night, is probably the craziest party you're going to go to ever in this town. I think I finally got home last year at like 4:30 in the morning. My mom left at 10. You know, to just get involved. That's been part of the mission of what we've tried to do at Project C.U.R.E. is to say, if you want to get involved, everybody gets a seat on the bus. And I'm not sure what the seat is, you know. I get the privilege of driving. I'm not really sure where I'm going, and usually I'm going too fast. But Mario Andretti said that, by the way. He said, if you feel like you're completely in control, you're not going fast enough. So anyway, but it's just this notion that I would like to have everybody have an opportunity to play in this arena. And the notion, let me back up. I'm taking way too long on this question. So we used to think we were in the international healthcare business, right? Because that's what we did. And then we lost the warehouse at Stapleton. Mayor Webb gave it one of those big airplane hangars to us, and then we got evicted. And so I went to see Gene Osborne, who was on my board at the time, and he's another developer guy. And he told me, he said, you know, he's a cowboy. He says, you know, son, he said, for all good you do God and country, he said, you're a trucker. You gotta start thinking like a trucking organization. Trucking organizations do this, 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 and this. And so I hired a truck driver guy, the guy that used to run Jerry McMorris's trucking companies, and we started planning our routes, and we started acting like a trucking company, and it took us from here to here. It was the right thing. Then Haiti happened, and I started watching all of these people coming in, and our warehouse was full of people. We moved down here to just on the other side of the Maggianos, right? So it's convenient now. And all these people started coming in, and I would walk down on the warehouse and I'd say, you know, how come you're here? How'd you hear about Project C.U.R.E? They said, you know, we gave our money to the Red Cross, and I love the Red Cross. They do really, really good work. But they said that was 2 Fridays ago. And I'm still turning the news on in the morning, and I'm watching this thing, and I want to do something more. I'll keep giving my money, but put me to work. I want to roll up my sleeves and have an experience. And that's when I decided that we're not really in the trucking business either. We are in the bridge building business between there and here. And there's a lot of people who could get involved and change the world in Haiti, but they live in Denver, Colorado, and they will never get on the plane, and they'll never go to Port-au-Prince, and they're never going to speak Creole or French or whatever, but they can still change the world, right? And so we start building those bridges for people to get together, and that has become a passion. And it's, you know, it's just like Southwest Airlines. That's their only mission. How do we get you from here to there, because you're going to go do something fun and meet somebody, or have a memorable experience, or go to a funeral or something, but you're going for a purpose. Let's get rid of all the barriers that we possibly can so that things don't stand in the way of you getting to do what you really want to do. And in our case, doing what you really want to do is changing the world somewhere. And so we want to just kind of get everybody involved and on the bus. We'll just keep adding seats. You go real slow.
As I always say, you have the opportunity to give of your time, your talent, or your treasure, and this is an organization that's definitely worthy of that. I would add to that your connections as well. There's a lot of groups out there that have medical supplies, that may have a warehouse, and those supplies are going to good places. As a commercial real estate owner, I see so often that whether it be equipment, when I'm buying a medical building, it's just picked out, thrown up, or the trash. And it's heartbreaking because it really could go to transform a life somewhere around the world.